Hey everybody, welcome to our Toronto studios. John Ramdeen and Robin Black with you this Saturday night. The main event of Bellator's event going down in California. The former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Huntington Beach bad boy, as he will be known to me forever, as he takes on Chael Sonnen, one of the baddest men on the planet, one of the most interesting characters ever in mixed martial arts. He understands everything about the game. Why is this fight going to be fun? Why is it going to be a must-see appointment for fight fans?
Did you use the F word? Fun?
Fun.
It's fun.
It is
it's
fun.
So today we were going to talk about 4 or 5 things. We were talking about Woodley and Thompson. They're all mad. Woodley's accusing people of being a racist. And then we were going to talk about Kelvin Gastelum and
85ers
and Hendricks. And it's having a tough bit of a negative vibe to that one. And what was the other thing we were going to talk about?
Travis Brown.
Travis Brown, and all of a sudden you get into some Edmund stuff. That's real, all this negative stuff. And I'm like, but we can talk about Chael, and that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. We'll save the fun for last. I don't know why this guy's so fun. And if you don't like him, that's fun for him, too. And, him storming out of a interview the other day, that's fun for him, too. Trying to stay in the media, trying to play the role that he saw Donald Trump, who's his guy, play to stay in the media, no matter how controversial it is, that's fun for him too. And getting into a fist fight with Tito Ortiz, that's fun for him. Chael Sonnen is going through life, having a great time, and it's fun, man. It's fun to watch.
It's fun, but one of the things I've learned over my decade covering mixed martial arts, for most fighters, the most seasoned fighters, the week leading up to the fight, not fun. You're dehydrated, you're drained, you have the stress of getting inside of the cage and fighting another human being as some guy is asking you the same stupid questions over and over and over again. There still is a breaking point for a lot of these guys.
I don't know if Chael, he's fighting at 205, so he is a pretty big dude. Yeah. But Tito's a huge guy. His head is a bantamweight. You know what I mean? Tito's head would have to cut weight to fight Demetrius Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And yes, sure, it is stressful. The reality is Tito Ortiz is an enormous man with a lifetime of combat acumen who hits really hard, and if he puts you on your back, Chael's not in a position to be able to deal with those punches from a guy who's like, this is my night. It's my last night. That's real. That's real. But, if you take an approach that this is all fun, this is all something you want to do. Yep. You don't have to do. Chael Sonnen doesn't need to do this. Dude's made lots of money. He's got other careers. He's got other businesses. Dude's probably already won the Celebrity Apprentice. He's probably going to be runner-up for Best Analyst this year. The guy has a lot going on. He doesn't need to fight. He's fighting because it's fun.
When you look at the way this fight will play out, how it's going down, you mentioned Tito Ortiz looking to get the takedown that we've seen him do countless times throughout his mixed martial arts career. That's going to be easier said than done against Chael Sonnen, because Chael Sonnen also would be more than happy to try to pick Tito Ortiz up over his head and slam him down to say, hey, you thought your wrestling was good. It was nowhere on my level, which means these guys are probably going to stand in the center of the cage or up against the cage and beat each other up.
Yeah, and Tito's best round will be the first round, because Tito is going to have this old school mentality of just bash until it's over. and as that carries on, that is more and more challenging. Thankfully, this is a 15-minute fight, not a 25-minute fight. These dudes don't need to go 25 minutes, and we don't need to see them go 25 minutes. I think we'll get a better 15 or less than we would at 25 as they try to make sure that first half of the first round you don't get hurt. Instead, they can come out, have a bit of a car crash, afterwards go buy each other a beer, and we'll all enjoy it. Fun.
When you look at Chael Sonnen and his role in the Bellator organization, clearly he's there to try to, have some of the best fights he can possibly have with some of the biggest names on the roster, but he's also trying to create interest for the global consciousness. What does he need to do to make sure that the people that are tuning in to The Apprentice are also watching him on Bellator, hence growing the Bellator brand?
He is doing that right now. He's wearing a Bellator t-shirt on TMZ. He's going on Brendan Schaub's podcast wearing a Bellator t-shirt. He's talking about the fight. This could be the biggest Bellator fight they've ever had. If you think about it, all week long, by far this is the most talked about thing you see out there in the world of MMA talk. that Celebrity Apprentice is a mainstream thing. Chael is doing all the work you need to do. Storm off this one, tell off that guy in this one, drop a bomb on this one. Like, he's doing maximum Chael. So this is going to be on a weekend with no UFC. So it's going to be huge.
But it must be very, very difficult to maintain the balance that we've talked about when you're being pulled in all these directions. You sign with the Bellator organization, you get paid, oh, okay, I'm getting paid that. Now I have to go and make sure that I storm out of an interview, that I make the noise that I need to make. But on top of that, Tito Ortiz is coming to kill me in his last fight ever in mixed martial arts. That needs to be the most important thing on my mind.
Okay, let's think about what that would feel like.
Oh, terrifying.
Now, what could make that less terrifying? Well, we've already been down this road with Anderson Silva a couple times. We've been down this road with John Jones. You know, we've been down this road with the best fighters in the world. That will desensitize you to this pressure a little bit. Imagine it. Tito, coming for you.
Just a horrifying
imagine
thought.
it.
No.
Yeah, but if you had been exposed to this over a decade and a half, it's still terrifying, I'm sure, but at the same time, you've been there before. I talked to Chael last week. He was going for a second workout of the day, and he was serious about it. We were talking about other things, but he was just like, hey, man, I had a workout today.
Yeah.
That was average or above average. I need to kill it tonight. He's taking it seriously. I don't know how many fights he'll have if he wins this fight or doesn't get dramatically hurt. You got to figure Vanderlei's coming up. Chael would probably love to fight Fedor. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's some more in there for him because he's having a good time. He's having a good time training. He's having a good time entertaining people, making people mad, and he's having a good time in life.
Bellator goes down this Saturday night from Inglewood, California. The main event, Tito Ortiz taking on Chael Sonnen. Also, Brennan Ward taking on the hard-hitting Paul Daly. It is must-see TV if you're a fan of mixed martial arts.